Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Oh. Get that out of there.
You've been very naughty, Mrs. Winkler. Oh no, don't call him Chucky, but you can. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Happy Halloween to you. Hope everyone's having a good day. I said I was going to be my horror icon and I meant it. Too bad half of his costumes with green stripes. I'm dying, Andy. No, into the scenery. How's everyone doing this good Sunday? We are not going to be here for the entirety of 2 hours, so please don't lose your grip. I would hate to have to beat you with this ruler that Chucky did in Child's Play 2, and that's where my outfit is referencing today, is the sequel to Child's Play, where Chucky basically beat Angie's teacher to death with a ruler. So yeah, that's my Halloween flow today. Low key, these are PJs. I could sleep in this shit. So we might end up doing that, but I appreciate everyone for being here. I thank you for all the love you've been sending me. Trust me, I'm nowhere near full recovery, but as far as I can do alive, that's what I'm certainly going to do. So welcome to the good times. I got Dooley here. I got Blakeisha here. I got Jamar84 here today. We got things to talk about, and we'll try to do it within an hour. Drag Race is certainly going to be heavy on the discussion, as well as Dragula, and there will be one hot topic mentioned because Big Frida, we need a conversation. Sis, I don't know what you were thinking. I don't know what you were thinking. I don't think you were thinking, but there you go. So yes, and this is also an ode to the TV show. Y'all know I love the Chucky TV series. It's fucking amazing. It's so great. So yeah, I finally got to be Chucky from Halloween. Ow. Next year I'll be Tiffany when I have my makeup skills together. Thank you, Anthony. I see you all the way out there in the UK, baby. I appreciate you. We're gonna talk about that. Yeah, and I wasn't gonna wear this wig. No. That I was not going to do. Look how stiff it is. I'm just shaking it. This is not what the wig was. I need to talk to spirit. Let me get Dooley up in here. I need a left shoulder, a right shoulder, a shoulder to lean on. Someone who was definitely there for me this past week, bitch. I appreciate him. Go ahead, shoulder, do. Come on, Dooley, no, let's go. No.
Not this wig. Not this wig.
It was worse when I got it. I had to take a brush and I was like, I'm trying to help you, Charles. Let me try and put it on.
Stiff wear everywhere. That's it. Everywhere. It's stiff everywhere.
Girl, I was trying. Look at my hair is cute. That's why I was like, bitch, I think the doll would look fine with my kind of curls and coils up in there. I think mine would sell, the Matty doll. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't kill no children. I'd be telling kids how to rob folks. You know
it's atrocious.
I'm telling you, them kids robbed the bank for me, bitch. I'm gonna have to get them out. Let me tell you. Okay.
Have you seen that? I can't remember if it was a Vine or a TikTok, but it's the dude dressed up. It's the kid dressed up as Michael Myers. And it looked like he got on his auntie wig, and it's like the little swoop.
I feel like the Mark Hamill version of Chucky as the robot doll with this one. It's the size. It's so awful. This paint in the back, like, look at this. They sprayed it with like all that kind of no. It's bad.
And then like the wig, like the line.
I promise y'all, it's on front. It's on the front. I promise.
Looks like a raggedy Duracell battery.
Woo, bitch. You know what? I'm keeping it. Hold on. Let me do Akira. See right here? Do you see right here? Right here.
Oh no!
This is where she got it. There is no why all this foam right here? Why all this foam? Right Dooley, social media, please.
Funny. Y'all can follow me on Twitter at _DooleyNoted_. That's _DOOLEYNOTED_. You can find me on Twitter at DooleyNoted with 2 underscores in the middle, S in the below, or at Dooley Does Food for my food content. And then like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow me on YouTube at Dooley Does Food. I'm almost done editing this video. It should be out probably tomorrow.
diners, drive-ins, and dives. Thanks to
You know I can't stand that man. Not Guy Fieri. No.
It's Halloween. See, if I do it like this, it's more Chucky. But when I lean down, it's like, okay, I'll just keep my head like this the whole time. I don't see one bitch on screen.
Elisa Summers, Chucky.
I'll bring in the one I see on screen right now, all the way in Atlanta, Georgia, just to fly away. Blake, I got you next, baby. Let's go ahead and bring him on in. It's Jamar84.
Hi. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Hi, friend.
How's everyone doing?
Greetings.
I love your costume.
Okay, look. I was a fan of the opera last night. I wouldn't go put all that paint back on today.
I'm just saying, bitch, you got your not my gray eyes, but my I would say what's the Sigourney Beaver contact lenses in right now. Mm-hmm.
Bury that. I can
that's all I see her eyes look like, bitch. I'm like, okay, girl. Jamar, what's going on? Social medias for me, please.
So you can find me on social media at Jamar84. That's Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram at Jamar84, JAMAR84, with the exception of TikTok, which is Jamar840. Amen.
Amen. Let's see here. Actually, where is that vanity wig? It's in the other room. I can still put it on. That wig was a nice old Wendy. We're going to bring in Ivy Park right now. You know, a good mortgage, a good shoulder, a PhD, a dress code is unbelievable. Go ahead and bring him on in. He's giving us a little depth with the wall now. There's a little ceiling light. It's Blakeisha.
Greetings and salubrious salutations.
Oh,
if I knew Crystal Versace was going to be here, I would have worn something different.
I know that's right.
So you have lighting now and you want to be somebody. Okay, bitch, I got you. What we're not going to do. what we're not going to do.
Come on, bundles.
See, these are actually, that's actually a good old, what is it? It's a nice little 3C moment going on here. Wait a minute. That's dust it off, bitch. Dust it off. Let them know. Just wax. You better get into it.
Come on, just for me.
I live for a brim and a good hoodie. Listen, Blake, social media, so we can jump on into this.
Yes, you can find me on Twitter at BARowley86, Instagram at RowleyB, or barf_1. That's BARPH_1.
All right. Absolutely. Go ahead and follow Blake, Jamar84, and Dooley _noted on all of their platforms, please. And as for me, those have been asking about my health. I'm 25% up from where I was before. I also found a new strain that helps with my headaches, cramps, and stomach aches. And I've been so thankful. Shout out to my girl, because she was like, what's been going on? I told her everything. She goes, I have something for you. I said, oh. It's been helpful. I haven't had a headache all day today, so I'm gagged. But yes, we're fine. Earlier this week, it was horrible. Sunday, I feel a little bit better. Thanks to Dooley and Blake, Mimi, Jamar, all my friends. I got a good support team. So let's move in, bitch, because I want to drag a couple of things today. I just finished Canada. Oh my God.
Girl.
Oh my God.
Fuckery.
There are so many things I'm getting tired of. And I just said on Instagram the other day, I'm not going to be that girl. I'm not going to talk about it. Then I saw Canada and I was like, I'm going to be that bitch. I've been that bitch. I've always been that bitch.
I watched the UK and Canada back to back, and I was like, it went from worse to worse. Pretty
much.
They were both real ashy episodes.
Okay, so the thing is, y'all, and I know when we come here and we have these conversations, like, it seems like we just harping on the show, but I want y'all to understand, all of us have watched it since inception. We've been fans of the show. We pay money for this shit. Some of you girls even bought anything from WoW, honey. WoW has money from me. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So we have invested into this enterprise in a sense. So if we get upset about it, we're going to talk about it. And if you can't handle it, move on, because I won't give you 2, but I'll give you 5 minutes of me today. Ask Xavier. Okay? All right. Came in my little page talking about, girl, I'm tired of these live reviews. Bitch, I'm tired of you telling me how you feel. When everyone asked me to do them. The fuck? So we're... UK, I guess we'll go here first, because RuPaul was me while I was watching this, but I was also like, this is low-key your fault, so I don't know why.
It is. It's
like,
all her
I don't
fault.
know why you playing this. Hold on. I had to use this in Final Cut today, y'all, because some of my pictures I deleted because I was just tired of seeing my computer. I was like, oh, that's right. So we'll just do it in here. But Ruzy Q's, you got some explaining to do. This is what happens when you, like Dooley said, bring up the top model infrastructure. And now all of a sudden, here we go. Shit becomes shit, and it starts to look like shit, sound like shit, smell like shit, all kinds of shit. So we're back in the workroom. We're still talking about Scarlett. Go.
I'm tired of her. Like, she's clicking and she's clicking down. She's clicking down rapidly.
She's trash.
The attitude, the personality. Sis ain't did the assignment in about 3 weeks, and she's still here. And it's like, girl, you should have been gone.
Did she do the assignment this week?
No.
She's just also so uninteresting. What was the assignment?
It was feeling fruity.
No, she didn't.
She did not. She came out looking like lettuce.
And she looked pissed. She didn't smile one time on the runway. It was like she looked pissed.
If you had on what she had on, wouldn't you be mad?
She packed in her own suitcase. Whose fault is that?
So here's the thing.
Hers.
Here's the thing. I don't hate Scarlett, but what I am is I'm annoyed with the reactiveness of that person in this scenario. And while people are asking for us to empathize with it, what they don't get is we do. But there's also an allowance of space, time, and shit when it comes to people giving you that. And so that's what she's been kind of doing. They're all talking to her about what is bothering them or what is an issue. And instead of it being a moment to realize I can take that and apply it to myself, it turned into they're all against me. Everybody hates me. They're not my friends. And that was never the bit. So when Kitty this week decided to elaborate more into Scarlett's story, which I understood and respected, and I said, okay, but that I would have had to raise my hand and go, but nobody was picking on her. Nobody was attacking her. She took it that way. We gave her a beat. She carried it the next day. And now we're still talking about it. And while you can defend her, and I'm fine, that's good for that, we're still talking about it. And it was even utilized against River today. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is happening here? Why did you apologize? Sorry, I'm jumping this. But it's like, you want me to like her, but she's not doing a good job of helping the situation. That's all. It's not helping.
The other thing is, that question is coming from Rue about like who has to go home. Like we've had 80,000 seasons of this particular show. Like she's gonna ask the girls who's going home, and so it's not personal when 6 people pick you. This is what we felt.
It's also annoying when everyone's like, I've been pushing my ass off. I've been working and pushing my limits. To say everybody here is doing the exact same thing. You're not doing anything that nobody else is trying to do, girl.
And that's what's killing it. It's almost as if, okay, yeah, you are supposed to go into this competition being selfish of wanting to win, but now you're making about everybody else not like supporting your journey. When I'm like, bitch, go home so I can go on to top 3 and make my full check from all these episodes and be guaranteed for a tour. You can do all this. Like,
Yeah. I don't. It's like it's just a victim mentality. Like, everybody's against me. It's like, girl, it's a competition. Like, y'all can be sisters once y'all cross the finish line. Like,
that is exactly what's happening. We're
here to do a job.
Like,
and
baby,
we know what her situation is, and she's been open about it, and they've accepted her and been loving to her. But if we're still gonna carry the smoke and then act like no one can touch me, I got a problem that's my issue. You got so much smoke for these bitches, but like the moment someone dats you back, the work, it's no. You and that ghost paint, no. So let's move on. You and Vandy almost share the same makeup skills while you talking about her, but I'll be quiet.
And remember when she won that badge a couple weeks ago, she was feeling her pussy.
She
was feeling her
He
pussy,
felt
and now it's like, girl,
the way she stepped in the room, bitch, it was like, all eyes on me, living life as a boss player to the day I die. Like, it's like, who are you? You not Pac? Like, stop it. Okay. I'm sorry.
You're not Fab. You're not that girl.
She's never been. Lifestyles. Okay, listen. RuPaul's shiny back of the head over there is letting you know all the way 7 feet up high that they're doing the reading challenge. And it was quite interesting. I had a good time. You definitely could tell somebody was in their feelings on a couple of the reads, and they had been waiting to say that shit. I think Crystal was a standout just for the fact that she observed it so well. Like, she's pissed, isn't she? I was like, yeah, pretty much. Like, she walked off. You saw how Scarlett walked off for the reading challenge. Like, whoo, I did that, bitch.
Not really.
I thought Theresa was the funniest.
You thought she
She was. Theresa killed it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, goodness gracious. So Kitty was funny too. Again, like, I would like Kitty a lot more if she would just, you're playing for the wrong team. That's Nene, bitch. You're playing for the wrong team. Come on, Sheree.
Yes, get your team to help you out.
Okay, get your team to help you out. Right now, I'm going to put you on this. I miss Lanathia. Okay, you see how I'm moving with this, y'all. So you know how I feel.
Sis is pacing.
I am not trying to let this headache arrive back to me, because Dooley knows when we were doing airtime, I was like, child, I literally threw up and came back to do a show. Like, calm down. She's a professional. Okay. This is a lot of purple. A good mood.
It's a lot of purple.
It's a lot of purple.
This mango's doing me justice right now. Let's see here. We have a Girls Aloud member. Where's my button? There we go. Uh-oh, not organized, y'all. Nadine Coyle from Girls Aloud. Judy Love, comedian. Fabulous translator for RuPaul for, I guess, everything to do with Black people. I don't know, because I was like, every time Vandy said something that had some origins of Jamaica, like some bit of that, patois, anything of the sorts, it's like, what does that mean? What does that mean?
She's the hard R whisperer. Translate.
I'm like, you must vacation in Europe only, RuPaul. I see you, girl.
Well, girl, you know what it is.
I mean, what that money do? Okay, dig. All right, so then we got our Snatch Game panel up here. Kitty Scott Claus is the person who I said she looked like when I saw Meet the Queens, which is Gemma Collins. If you don't know who that is, I feel bad for you, because she's kind of iconic for no reason. A little bit, slightly, reality TV wise. God, this lady right here, it's Chop something. Fuck, I always fuck it up. Charity Chop Sue. There we go. Bam. Charity Chop Sue. There it is. For Glenda, since Blake was the one that I had to tell you on my review. Blake was the one that was like, Matt, wait till you see Glenda from CD Chuck.
I thought y'all was just being funny, and then I watched the episode and I was like, oh shit.
I have been telling y'all for like 3 weeks, she looks like Glenda. 3 weeks. And then y'all finally see it was that wig, baby. I was like, that's Chucky and Tiffany's job.
Mm-hmm.
Before
we get into this, I should have said this before, but like, RuPaul's advice in the workroom was oddly terrible. It was terrible, and it was just kind of like, of course that girl is not gonna do Macaulay Culkin. She'll be stupid. And then we got here, and I was like, Lord, here we go.
Is it ever really that great advice?
I mean, no. The thing is, RuPaul told them all to change their characters. Everybody that she talked to, she literally was like, I'm going to gear them towards somebody that I think is funny.
Mm-hmm.
Spanish Cher. Cher.
She's been trying to get Theresa to be very like tokenized, like this whole season. Like, some of the other Latin queens have used their accent to their. It's like, girl, why are you telling this girl to do this? This is
then why do you tell all the other girls with accents home?
Home, exactly.
Jessica Wilde, are you out there? Hello.
Ooh, I love this drink.
Dragged Lanesha, and then Lanesha was killing it. Sent her home. It was like, what?
Yara or Alexis? No shade, Alexis. I'm just saying, like, it's a lot. But yeah, you're right. I certainly feel the same way about that one. Then we got Theresa May as Margarita Prakatan. The one that she actually originally brought up to RuPaul. I said, oh, you didn't follow that lady's advice. You didn't do Spanish Cher. You might be in trouble, baby. But no, she honestly had one good bit in the first part and it didn't work out. It just didn't work out. Scarlet Harlot is Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone 1. Not the little weirdo from Home Alone 3 that they need, the random sequel that didn't need to exist, or this new one that's coming out. But yeah, she's Macaulay Culkin with one gimmick. Jamar, would you show us what that gimmick is? Just physically show us, please.
The whole time.
The whole time.
You picked a character from an iconic movie with several iconic scenes, with several iconic quotes, and all you got from it was this. Like,
well, so
real?
she tried to do the other scene with the guy who like shoots the girl or whatever in his hotel room, but it just didn't. The bit just didn't work. Like,
so as many times Snatch Game has been done, like take J&D or Fierce doing the same thing over and over again. Why wasn't the same critique given here? Because I'm like, okay, so we're gonna do this every time, and we're not gonna get the one.
Because RuPaul thought that this was hilarious
and kept laughing at it. Encouraged
it. It's just the cover of the movie. It's just the cover of the movie. That's really.
I want to know
really
what
Jamar.
strain of weed RuPaul smokes before every episode of this show. I have to understand.
All of them.
Girl.
What kitten ball smelling shit are you on? Because it'd be like, girl, you know it wasn't that funny, but okay, baby, you must be tired. I laugh at things too.
Matt.
But she was about to piss herself. I'm like, all she did was.
I don't think it's weed.
Oh,
that's what I heard.
She got me on something else.
Sometimes I run. Sometimes I hide.
Sometimes I hide. Sometimes I'm scared of you.
But
all I really want is to hold you tight, treat you right, be with you day and night. Baby,
all I need is time. Okay, you're not gonna do it. We give it for Brett. We give it for Brett. Okay, don't do it. That was an iconic music video. Jamar. Mama was on the pier. She had all that white on. Titties was right. It was good. Good. Okay, it was good. Thank you, Dooley. We're on Candace's new EP that she has out, her new album. We're one of the bonus tracks. We kind of help it. Don't you come at me, Candace fans. Don't do it. You'll be all right. You got the reunion. Listen, Jocelyn G. I can't see this goddamn name. This is why that baby said I was unorganized and he tried to read me. Okay. You know who Ooh, you know who Vandy was. Somebody that RuPaul didn't understand. River Medway was Amy Childs. Jesus Christ. Oh God. Okay.
Come on, Amy Charles.
I have to move on. I was felt so bad for River, but that was like the fact that Kitty is dragging you, sis, in character because she can do that because the character's trapped. Like, come on now. It's like you pick someone to get picked on. Oh shit.
You look great though.
Okay, there we go. Miss Kingston. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Kookie. For where am I going? For Vanity Milan here. Whew. Okay. Oh, someone has something funny to say. Lynn, where you at? The girls are laughing at you. I wanted to give you a highlight. I hope it was funny. I don't see it. You got one more time to post it. Give me the giggles too. Let's get on to the person who only mattered the most here in Snatch Game. This bitch.
Baby, she killed.
She did.
She ate. She put those girls in her microwave and ate them up.
Not microwave.
Microwave. It was the poom potatoes that have been put to the recipe. Oh my God. It was great. It was great. Honestly. Loved it. Absolutely.
Very yes and.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she knows how to improv, so that's why it was really all very natural and it all came together. So that's what I loved about it. I said, Ella knew the assignment. RuPaul even said, take note, everybody. That's how you do Snatch Game. I said, oh, there it is. Winner of the episode. Oh, goodness. I got to go silence somebody real quick, y'all. Dooley, keep on talking for me, baby.
Girl, she did what had to be done. Like, the shining star of this Snatch Game. This was a rough episode, y'all. It's hard to find good things to say.
She's the shining star of a lot of the past few Snatch games. If we gonna keep it real, like,
Well,
Ain't been
Nicki
too many
Minaj
great
and
ones in a
Holland was
while.
good.
Say that again, Jamar.
I was saying Nicki Minaj and Holland was good by herself.
It's done Nerdigans. Yeah, like I'm rooting for Ella. I said it. That's why I want to
Ella's going
win.
to win, pretty much. I feel like she's
If it's not her, it's Kitty. That's the only two. And Kitty
Yeah.
ain't got no goddamn
Yeah.
matches, but like, who else?
I think
And I feel
Crystal's
like
gonna
Ella-
get the edit of like running out of steam before the like final episode, so I don't think she'll win.
Vanity will be
That's
getting
just
you were almost there, girl. You just need a little bit more time. And I just feel like it's between the other two. Like Kitty makes Rue laugh for just anything because Kitty's fucking funny, honestly, naturally a comedian. Ella is just a professional through and through. So I'm like, if you want to give somebody a crown who's gonna represent it at this point in the competition, it's Ella.
And she's finding her stride and like actually coming out of the like separating from the pack. Like she's doing what needs to be done.
And we know she can sing, we know she can act, we know she can improv. Yeah, she sings. She's actually been on Broadway.
She was in Wicked. She was clear to tell Victoria Green that.
No,
I forgot about that.
Victoria actually did that to herself, where she's like, "You were in Wicked, and I want to be in Wicked." And I was like, "Why would you do that to yourself?" You look a little bit like a loser, girl. I wouldn't have done that. I would have let that be. She could have possibly gave you somebody to talk to. I'm just saying.
Veronica.
But then again,
Veronica Green.
She's in a Bailey's Irish commercial, so we saw that for the Halloween. Her and Tia Coffee, they had lines. There were lines. Okay, so there they go, and they're on advertisement. So good for her. I'm sure she, soon will get there. You know what? All right, here we go. I have said what I said. What do y'all think of this? I'm going to ask Jamar first.
No.
All right.
I really have no words. It just feels such disdain. It
looks like because it got a perm.
It's like a pinata.
Oh my God.
It needs a little bit of love. I'll tell you that.
A long, long way.
It needs a little bit of love. Shut up.
It needs a lot of love. Like a lot of love. She looks like a flamenco dancer and a pinata got fucked, and this is what happened.
But what's the yellow strap? Like, what is
No, it's a yellow dress and it's crossed over with another dress. Like she lives for this like aesthetic, like the two combined looks. And it's so not all the time. You know, it doesn't work all the time.
It's tawdry.
I hate it.
There she go, Tawdry.
Tawdry.
I told you, it looked like Cousin Ed went into the Dominican stylist and got a perm, and this is what she came out at. Like, this is not her best.
It's giving homecoming dance in the 80s with the school that has no budget. I don't care for this.
I like the colors. I'll give you that. But the
She's
styling and
the chaperone of the dance, bitch.
The colors look cheap. It looks cheap.
I love Rue. I do know. I just love her, but I'm like, girl, you slay. Like, how? Come on. But all right for this. Sometimes these are the.
Okay, so
wait, Jamar.
Madonna looks good.
girl.
No.
I don't hate it, but also like, I don't know.
Candy Muse say what? No, somebody. This is Banji, and I know Michelle talks about it, but hold on, Omar, you got it. The brat realness.
The brat realness.
that's the one. That's the one.
Oh my God. Wig by Gigi. Good. Y'all are killing me. Listen,
It's
her mother
giving a
is
little
gone.
Susie Carmichael tease, just a little bit.
Come on, Susie Carmichael.
Makeup's done, but she is serving RuPaul's Black Friend.
As
She
if RuPaul isn't black.
Like, have you
I
met
mean-
Michelle? Michelle, meet the Williams. I can't. I'm sorry. I like Michelle, but this was so funny to me. I just was like, girl, I thought this was you like season 6 and 7. Like this right here. Don't bring me back to this again. Okay, but go ahead, Michelle. Makeup was done though. The hair was done too. I was surprised. Lulu is the guest today. She was fun, but I hate that they chose a song that was originally done by the Isley Brothers that she covered.
Thank you.
And then gave that as
Thank
the
you.
lip sync song.
I
That
said the
pissed me off.
exact. We were talking about it on Twitter, and I said the exact same thing. People didn't realize that this was a cover, and I was like, "No, the Isley Brothers released that song back in like 1958."
Yep.
And then what makes it even more worse is that you had Little Richard on All Stars, but you could have probably got a cover of that one since if that's the big deal of it. But again, semantics, but also, yeah. No, they had to know it was a cover. Whoever is getting the music has to be someone who is aware of where music comes. There's no way, unless some randos back there like, what song sounds good? Like I don't believe that. I feel like the person.
I heard it was Rue. So I don't know this. I can't prove this, but I heard that like Rue, like there's like a list, and then Rue picks which ones that she wants to hear, or Rue will make like actual suggestions, which is why we have a tendency not to get the shit that the gays actually listen to.
Girl, it was Shout by Lulu and the Ludells or Lucille's. I was like, what? And yeah, that's why it sounded real
Milk toast.
What?
Born just flavorless, baby.
I would have
Like
said grape
flavor.
nuts, but but the milk toast.
That sounds so unappealing.
And that's exactly what this song was.
It's giving me tomato mayonnaise sandwich, girl. Like very Harriet the Spy's favorite sandwich to make. I looked at a little girl like you. What are you making? No, excuse me, with Miracle Whip. There we go. And his little sugar.
Whip.
Ambrosia salad. There it is.
Oh, girl.
Okay.
Oh, no.
All right, so so this is Feeling Fruity is the category. Theresa May, you were low-key robbed.
She was.
Robbed.
She looked like the lady on the cheap Chiquita banana label. Like she did the assignment
If
and
she
did it
came out to do
well.
a show, you know damn well all of us would have tipped her down because that music would have hit and this outfit would have sold the numbers. This bitch has a giant peach on her head and she's not even from Atlanta. I don't understand. We would have lost our minds. What the fuck is this? It's amazing. I was upset for her. And I know why she was crying in the back because it was like, I got this together. This means a lot to me. These hoes tried it. So okay. But yeah. Oh no, we'll get to the lip sync. She ain't going away.
Girl, we'll get there. We can talk about that.
I'm gonna read. I took pictures.
I'm gonna read. I'm
gonna take that bitch to college.
I'll give that bitch some knowledge. Okay. Shout out to Zebra Cats.
Proofread that bitch.
Crystal Versace as Dragon Fruit.
They clocked it. We done seen the same silhouette on her at least 3 times. It's cute, but like
it's a great look, but because, like Dooley says, we've seen it, it's hard to give it that higher marking because, again, you literally want to challenge with that outfit. So, like, what are we doing here?
But the mug. I can't never deny that mug, though, bitch.
Oh, the mug is right with Jesus. And I thought this was Violet Chachki for the first episode of season 7 when they were doing the spring runway and she had that white outfit. I was like, that low-key gives me that sort of like, head sock feeling or whatever. But yeah.
The mug is right. The body's right. It's just, girl, we've seen this like 4 times.
Styling.
So a soft two. Yeah, very loud.
Lettuce.
She did not understand the assignment.
Beanstalk.
Anna. She didn't understand the assignment.
Girl,
Line.
bok choy.
Yeah.
Skinny lemon.
Come on, bok
Bok
choy.
choy.
Come on, bok choy. She look like lettuce. She do look like bok choy. She look like a broccoli stem. She does not look like. She might be fruity, but she don't look like a fruit.
Would this be better if this wasn't even for this runway?
I feel like
No, because it's
Maybe
it's
that's what
ugly.
it was.
It's ugly either way. It's ugly from head to toe. regardless of what runway it's on. Like that's
let's
just
say the
nothing.
green one.
toe.
I don't think it still would have done anything for me personally. I hated that she chose her hair to be like this long
Highlighter green.
blackness with this kind of dress. The dress needs a little elevation up here.
Wait,
I
and
know
then I
what
was
she wanted to
gagged
do.
when Michelle was like, "I'm gonna forgive the green." I said, "Bitch, this is the one time when you should not."
Like you should be angry. Like it's a horrible green, but yeah, I just wish this was actually the assignment. If it were a tomato, well, it's a fruit. Yeah, I mean, if it were a tomato, but she didn't choose the tomato, she chose wet iceberg lettuce. Graham Norton couldn't have it. He was like, I can't do this. I'm so sorry. Like,
she looked like Larry the Cucumber from VeggieTales. Like, this is not it. This is not it.
Horrible.
This is like a horror movie with VeggieTales, and this is the like one going to hell, and it's like the lettuce. And it's like, I'm so scared, and it gets pulled down into hell. And that was like the darkest episode that was canceled. Very YouTube video.
That was really Matt. That was really indoctrinating us with them VeggieTales.
A bowl of fruit. I realize what time it is. We got to boom through here. I think Julie and me might close this out by ourselves for the last 30. River Medway as a bowl of fruit.
Boom.
Again, this is a boot. This is a boot. Why did you do that to, like, you're a small framed person. Why did you do this to the bottom half of your body?
It needed to be a clear bowl versus this ugly brown, and it could have been much bigger and exaggerated, and there'd be actual giant fruits that were put in there. And then that top would have made a lot more fucking sense. Or do a bowl of fucking tricks with the shapes of the fruit and call it a goddamn day.
That would have been cute.
But a clear, Jamar?
Scone would have killed this concept.
Oh yeah, yes. If that knee wouldn't banged, then this would have been fine. But truthfully, yeah, like it needed a clear fucking bowl. Like we can't see nothing. It looks like this weird. Okay, moving on. Can't do it. She's so pretty.
It's gross.
Woo! Ella Bidet. Walamandria.
Baby, this is how you clear the girls.
I understood the assignment.
It's camp, but it's cute.
She even made her face like pink around here to sort of give it that same hue, but not take it to like a campy level, but still in that fashionness look. Some people said she could have used a black wig versus a blonde wig for this. I'm keeping it with the blonde. I think the black would have been cute, but I think the blonde adds that pussy vibe that she likes to give, where she wants to be hyper feminine. So I feel that. Nothing against black hair, not saying it is, but I think the lightness of that with the pink added something to it for me.
Yeah, I think a brunette or black would have made her look old again.
And she had just worn a black wig for Nigella Lawson. So, like, I mean.
Okay. Low-key could have switched them. All tea. But yeah, Ella Bidet, you were Ella. I went in here. Fanny Milan is next.
Okay, hold on, pause. So, how come the description that she be given in the confessional don't never match what she actually got on the runway? She be like, I'm walking in, giving you black opulence, black glamour, and then she walked out. It's like, girl,
I said not with this Sunday, not with Sunday's dress. No, you did not. Like I know we're not just because you put these boom boom sleeves
She
on
on her
there.
way to evening service. Like,
She
The
is.
sleeves don't go on there, girl. You attach them. That is a regular dress that you could wear on a Sunday service for the late one, because the first girls come a little bit better than that. This
And they
hat
do.
with the braid, I thought
7 a.m. girls.
But like, why did you have that Miss Kitty wig underneath with
I
braided
thought
black
the
hair?
same thing. Like, what
It
was
so-
that?
Like you had white hair lady texture, and then you had black lady hair texture on top. It was so weird. Like, what did you kill someone for that hair and just make a bowl from it? That's I don't know. Either way, I like her a lot. I just don't get the the looks, and the necklace is absolutely distracting. It's so fucking big.
Yeah, she just doesn't quite know her aesthetic yet. I mean, I think she needs to bake. She's giving, soggy bottom.
Not the Giselle Bryant of drag. Giselle Bryant Couture.
Giselle Bryant Couture.
Girl, this is low-key something Giselle would wear, and I know Karen would drag the fuck out of this look. Oh, here comes Giselle giving what she gives. Basic. Speaking of which, can't wait for tonight. Let's see here. Kitty Scott Claus. I actually like this look. The cherry Red Riding Hood of it all. I did like this.
So like I'm from a place where cherries are a thing, and so when they were like, "Why are there vines around here?" I was like, "Yeah, I didn't quite get why there were vines on this because it just didn't make
cherry
sense."
trees, not from a.
Right? I was like, "Cherries come off the tree," but it was a cute look. Like it's a cute it's a cute stage look.
Okay.
The veins up the middle look strange to me. The fact that they're red. Something about that throws me off of the whole cherry aspect of this. I don't know why. It's like a strained eyeball.
I really like Kitty. I just don't personally enjoy this look. I got to give it a boot. It's confused.
When Michelle said this is the best she's looked on the runway, and I was like,
bitch, you lie.
I think she meant neck up.
Even still,
I like this. I don't care. It made no sense, but I got somewhat of the concept here. Moving real forward, Untucked Scarlett basically made River feel like how she felt and said, "Don't you see this is sort of where I was going with this?" and made River apologize. And Kitty jumped in to, defend Scarlett over something that happened last week and how I would have felt. I don't know how I would have talked to y'all. And again, I think everyone got that. It's just, again, we're not going to find this acceptable. Come on. Like, again, we really are talking about this from last week. Like, you should have went home just for the fact that you almost walked off set, broke the third wall. But we're on to the lip sync.
Okay, bitch. Okay, let's get into it. Now, it very much felt like Rue wanted them to give church. Like she wanted them to go to church. But what would either of these queens know about Black diasporatic church? Like they would have, unless they grew up in that situation, which they didn't. They would not have that experience. So why would that be the expectation?
Same for Lulu singing the song.
That part. This was a terrible song for a lip sync on Drag Race. What was the expectation? What did you think that they were going to turn out with the song that you gave? So then, why were you mad that they did a bad job?
It was, no saving grace for this. This was terrible.
River's doing cartwheels.
It was
to shout.
In her underwear.
She probably didn't know what the fuck to do. I can't even blame sis because it's girl, what do I do to this song?
I thought
unless you probably could have done a little comedy shtick, but RuPaul has systematically removed all of the girls from the competition that had an interesting POV on drag. People that were that had an individualized, very unique perspective. So now we sitting here with girls that look like the same girls that we've always seen.
That was me the whole episode.
The whole time.
Evil. Really, and it's also but you didn't have to do what you did because you sent home two, I think, fan favorites personally. And it's oh, no. This is honestly your fault. One, you fuck with people's snatch game. So let's talk about that. Two, you brought this lady here. No offense, Lulu, but Isley Brothers, you are not. And you singing that song is for over there. And I'm going to be real with you because I didn't even know there was another version of the song until Thursday. Never knew. So when I heard it, I was like, this can't be right. I don't believe this is the original version of this because there was a whole nother undertone of actually experiencing why someone would shout. Not because dick went in them, no, but because they got the Holy Spirit. You feel what I'm saying? I did not understand that. So I feel bad for Theresa. I also say, girl, you was wrong for putting that wig on top of your head and trying your best. No, bitch. River, you were a sweetheart this season, but here you are in stockings and half an outfit. I just can't. So
they robbed River Medway of a challenge last week. She should have won that challenge. She came out in her red garment. That was beautiful. Theresa May probably should have had at least one. There were a couple times when she was either really funny or did the assignment. They kind of pay her.
It was the previous episode when they didn't give a win. They could have gave it to River's ass.
Mm-hmm.
But the other issue with this is those aren't the two girls who really did the worst in this challenge. At least not in my opinion.
It should have been Crystal.
It should have been Crystal and Scarlett to me, primarily because Crystal's Snatch Game sucked, and we've seen it all on the runway before. So I'm curious to know what you have at least to save yourself. And then from Scarlett, like, girl, you haven't been good for 3 weeks, and you didn't do the assignment.
It was Macaulay Culkin that saved her.
Let's see.
They're inconsistent with how they grade the runway too. So like some episodes, it's like the runway saved you, but other weeks they pay dust to the girls' runways. And so it's like
it feels a little bit like favoritism is turning the keys here with this season. And I'm now realizing it because RuPaul has only talked about certain people's things that she's seen that she really, really liked. And we haven't gotten that from everybody else. Plus, people were telling me that there was an incident with with Vanity Charity Case, my fucking word, in reference to something she said to her that was not put into the edit. And I was this was brought to my attention. Shout out to Squid Game Flunky. Basically on Reddit, RPDR drama. I'm in there somewhere. Charity Case versus RuPaul. On the latest episode of Hot Goss, Willem said that Ru told Charity that she wanted to see more glam drag, stop seeing her hairy ass and unshaven legs. She wanted something different. Charity was heard on the mic walking back to Untucked or the back room saying, if it was good for Vogue, I don't need this. When the girls came back on stage, RuPaul said to Charity before she sent anyone home, Charity, come forward. She then said, so you think you're better than my show? You don't need this. Say it to my face, bitch. They didn't air it. That apparently is tea. Willem also doubled down on the show being filmed for 10 days.
Yeah.
That would have been good.
But Matt, like, look at the composition of this particular season. Like, it feels like it was shot in 10 days. That's why bitches is busting up their knees because like you're rushing.
Now I can see why Scarlett also would blow up at one point in time because like now we're taking it to like this is day by day by day by day by day by like there's no breaks. There are barely any breaks happening. So yeah, I would be losing my shit too. So I can understand, but no, I don't. But like I get it now because bitch, lots of shit's being said that we don't even know about.
I mean, it's the churn and burn of Drag Race.
Canada. This will be short. I gotta be real with y'all. I'm trying to be here for this show, but it's not giving me the most. And that's because I like the cast, but I'm not in love with everybody except for Pythia. And so I'm trying to really like it, but Pythia is the only one I'm going, if she don't win. And I like Isis Couture. I have a thing for Kendall. I'm starting to like Kendall a little bit better. But they sent home the other person who I really fucking cared about today. Stephanie. And now I'm like, okay, bitch, so what do you want me to do with the show? What do you want me to do?
I
you
like Stephanie. Stephanie's fucking funny.
I'm evil.
I'm funny.
Evil. She was entertaining, but shit, let's go real quick. I'm just gonna let this play. Amanda Brugel, Handmaid's Tale, Maxi Challenge, Scream Queens. Fifi Dobson, thank God you're there. Oh my God, Fifi fucking Dobson. I would have cried. I'd had a moment on stage. Do you know what you've done for my life? Like as like this kid who in school was like in love with Daria and didn't know where he was going, and you were my alternate queen. Don't let it go to your head. Like yes, it's Lenny Kravitz, Fifi Dobson, and now it's Willow. That's my completion. That's my completion. Either way, they had to do. Okay, let me ask y'all this. Did you think these were like, they were going to film here? I was confused.
I thought this was a rehearsal. I thought this was a rehearsal before we went to a green screen somewhere. I was like, okay, so it's cute to see the rehearsal.
I was so confused. I was like, when they showed the final product, I said, wait, that was what was happening? They were filming. I was like, girl, it's a gag. It's a gag. I did not like this. Amanda Brugel looked fluffy. I like her. She actually gave great commentary today. So did Brad Goreski there. Let's get to Hoodland Heights.
Baby, now if I was RuPaul, I would be mad. Because this is how you're supposed to step on stage.
Brooklyn's eaten her up 3 times. Three in a row. She's eaten her alive. It's a gag.
Stunning. She looked gorgeous. Good.
This is so hood, but so right. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Especially this hair. All of this, I said, bitch, this is giving me so much Brooklyn. I live for the red too.
She looked good.
Jesus.
Good. What a capital T.
Good. Or capital T at the back.
Get into it.
Like this silhouette reminds me of a carrier, like a Banshee girl. Like I love it. I love it.
Like, bitch, I want this in my closet. I want to walk down the street.
It was just, oh, I said, Brooklyn, you're keeping me here. Because last season I was like, oh, I don't know. But this season you've not missed one mark. So go ahead, girl. Category is Good Girl Gone Bad. This got on my nerves. Some of y'all don't know how to actually get out of clothes. Learn your costuming. It was getting on my nerves watching people have some fuck shit getting out of clothes. And it wasn't, and also it's a reveal. Let it be. Because some of y'all just got out of it right when he got here. Suki Doll was a priest. And then she turned into hookah. Eve 6000 gave you period piece in grayscale, which I appreciated. She was a little nice girl. And then she has gone bad and gave us this. Okay. I liked it. I thought it was interesting. Let's move.
It's a soft tube.
Stephanie Prince is Horthy, as Fifi Dobson called her. I liked it. It is a little costume, but I liked it. But it is a little sex store, a little AdamandEve.com, a little bit, just a little bit. But I like it. There's a gag in the puppy, and that's lube.
What?
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
She was doing a lot of that and this, and it was like, and then it was weird. She rubbed the like lube on the dog, and I was like, now wait a minute.
I didn't love this only because The Wizard of Oz is one of my favorite movies, and I was like, I would have taken this in a different direction for Good Girl Gone Bad.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been the good witch, and then came out of it.
That's exactly what I was about to say. That I literally was just about to say that. Like, do a reveal, go from Alphaba to Glinda.
Yeah, I literally would have just and then ripped it all off, and just it would have been right with God. They're like, "How did his face turn green? You didn't have my face before because I wore a glitter mask that would covered it." So yeah,
you literally took the words out of my mouth. I was just about to say that.
Like I said, don't get me on this goddamn show. Cynthia Kiss is giving you the gothy alternative girl. Very that. She had a ball in chain. That's reserved for our girl in Kill Bill. So I don't know why you had that.
Go.
Cute, though. I thought
go, you Barry.
Yeah, I thought this was cute though, for what it was worth. It's cute.
I should watch that tonight.
Geometric, I will give her props for this. The idea was very cute. A good girl gone bad. She's spoiled. So there's literally, fungus growing out of her. So I said, okay, I'll give you props for concept. I found that interesting.
Same. It was great. She looked good too.
She was annoying on the runway, as she is in her confessionals.
She's obnoxious, very obnoxious.
She puts that voice on and she talks like that. And then when we see her normally, she don't act like that. And it's really throwing me off with her. I'm trying to like you, Gia, but you get some real fakery in that confessional, girl, like badly.
Amanda clocked it. She was like, the girl we get on stage is not the girl I think that she is.
She had a whole speech. I was like, what is going on here? Everyone was just looking. Brooklyn, thank you.
I also thought it was weird, particularly for this challenge, that so it was clearly a reference, like several references to Handmaid's Tale, but nobody stopped to ask the judge anything about
who
what
was
it was filming, or I was like, ask her. She
I
was
feel
there.
Amanda was a little offended though, because honestly, the way the Martha was played, oof. And then the fact that a lot of them hadn't even seen the show, it was kind of like, yeah, that's kind of her bread and butter, boo. That's where we know her from. You know what I mean? And she was one of my favorites on the show. So
oh, she be doing it as that Martha.
She was the only one. She was one of the ones helping off Red. So we were trying to get off Red, her dumb ass, to move on to that show. I have not seen the last 2 seasons because it says just
no.
I got so sick of that white woman every time. I refuse to watch her make bad decisions.
And I just can't go through another season of me seeing her get right to the end and go, I changed my mind. I'm going back in the bullshit. It's stupid.
I've seen season 1, 2, and 3. This newest season, I needed to take a break with the panty. I can't do a panty and watch her.
I saw up to 2. I finished 2 or whatever one where she literally had her daughter in her hands. And
season 3 is going to piss you off then, Matt, because it's another moment where it's like, oh, okay, yes, bitch, she did that. Oh, damn, here we go again. It's one of
season 3, the one where she gets the railroad tracks and she's like, I could cross right now.
But I did that one. I saw that one and I was pissed. pissed. You're
Moira, her friend Moira makes it out, and then Moira meets the husband in the little safe land up in Canada, and then there's a scheme to like help get her up out of the situation and to get the baby. The baby's like 6 now, like it's a whole charade. But like you get to the end of the season, it's like motherfucker.
And they do it every season. So Pythia is next here giving you the nun. A lot of girls went to church apparently and things happened, but this to me was the best concept of it all because it seemed like the demons were encompassing her body in this look here. And I thought that was fucking amazing to me. So Crystal Method's really killing the season. I'm telling you. I like Pythia. I just, every time I see her, that face. Crystal Method. I love it. They both have well, she's Greek, so I'm thinking that also applies for Crystal. Probably is also very Greek. Kimora Amor is the Pope. Monet did it better. And now she's a succubus with bad makeup.
This don't give me succubus.
This does not give me succubus, baby.
This does not give me succubus.
She about to dance though.
It gives me very much. If I needed to lip sync for my life, I was motherfucking ready.
Ready.
She started to give me Tainomi a little bit, and I'm
I feel like if you were gonna give me a succubus, you needed to go full on Morrigan. Like I needed wings,
green hair, purple tights, bat wings coming out the back. Bitch, I would live to do a Morgan on that stage with a gigantic breastplate. Coco Kane, you can do it. All right,
just
let's
titties.
Go. Okay. Kendall Jenner, I couldn't even get the other outfit because she came out of it so fast, y'all. Like she didn't even make it to the fucking center of the back of the stage, and she was already ripping out of her nun outfit, and she's Satan. All right, moving on.
Florals for spring, groundbreaking.
Adriana honestly snapped this runway. This is a great Marie Antoinette interpretation with the head being severed and walking with it the way she did. I thought this was lovely. I really did. No one did Black Swan. Ooh, why did no one?
Oh, that would have been a good idea.
That would have been a good one.
That would have been a good idea.
Oh,
when she walk in the bathroom and it says "whore" on the whore in the mirror. I saw that movie in theaters 4 times. I loved that movie when it came out. I saw
it's a bit excessive, but you know, work.
It's my favorite Natalie Portman movie next to Closer. That one was tough to get through. Let's see here. Next up, I hate my neighbor's dog. Pikachu. Sorry, that's the first thing I thought when it came out. So I didn't fully get this, but it's a comic book that I have not read. However, I thought this was kind of fire for what it was worth for Isis Couture. This was fire. It's cool.
I didn't get the reference, so like I didn't have a real opinion about it. So like because I didn't get the reference, it would have been a boot. I would have said she didn't do the assignment, but
no, like you know. Okay.
I've seen worse. I don't mind this. I don't mind this at all, actually.
Oh, I like it. I just didn't get the reference. So
not Plussel.
Oh, that would have been adorable. That would have been adorable. Not the assignment, but it would have been adorable. I would recreate Rihanna's album cover. There you go. There you go. Okay. I almost said something rude. I'm glad I caught myself. Okay, let's keep going.
Where's the album, Rihanna? Where's the album? Where
we don't want it.
It's not coming. I'm ready for B to get the fuck back here. Okay.
Just make skincare products, Rihanna. Thank you. And lingerie.
That's the thing. She said it was from a comic book and never elaborated on what the comic was. It was like, it's from a comic. Stop. Like, let's not add any more to this. I would have loved to have heard what it was. This is Screech. This was bad. They're in the workroom. They're all different stereotypes from horror movies. And then 3 of the queens have to play the judges, which was Kendall, Cynthia, and Adriana. Adriana was the only one that did a good job as a judge, as Brad. Kendall as Brooklyn, and then Cynthia as the handmaid.
Amanda.
Just now.
I don't like these challenges where they like imitate themselves. It always just feels weird to me.
It's too meta.
Yeah.
There we go. It's too meta. Thank you, Blake. Like, there's a point. I get that. But we're all also like,
where we stop making pop culture references, just start referencing the show in one big circle.
Mm-hmm.
This
They
is
did it
what I
for
didn't
season
mind for the
13.
acting.
And I was
It's
like, this is
Eve.
weird.
Eve was fucking great. I actually had to give it to her. Every time she turned the camera, I was like, okay, we're back in again. We're back in.
The thing that pissed me off the most though was in this tableau, there's somebody moving behind her that's supposed to be frozen. I was like, girl, did you not understand? I was like, did y'all not get that y'all supposed to be frozen while she does this breaking the fourth wall?
Every time she did it, somebody was like, oh, I forgot. And it's like and here's Stephanie. So in this character, she can't even stop rocking. The fact that she knows about anxiousness but not suspicion is driving me insane. All you had to do is just look around a little bit more, or like get your eyes low, like, what does that mean?
Or, just watch Scream once or twice.
Oh, they really needed to. Oh, Scream. I gotta watch that tonight. It is Halloween. I have to figure out 3 movies to watch before midnight. Let's move through this. Yeah, they all did stuff. Things happen here, but the best part about it all was that Jimbo returned. I was so happy to see Jimbo. Wish you were utilized better.
Okay.
Yeah. We love you, Jims. Okay, so quickly getting into this with judging and stuff. Eve couldn't even give herself a pat on the back, which was so fucking weird after last week. It's pretty clear that Stephanie's gonna have to lip sync, and Cynthia and Kendall are shaking because they're besties. They don't have to lip sync against each other. It's so much to deal with. But guess what? It's Stephanie Prince versus Cynthia Kiss, and it's to Phoebe Dobson's Ghost. Why not the songs that I said, okay, I'm gonna be quiet because I was a little mad. I like Ghost, but I'm like, take me away would have been better, and don't let it go to your head would have been better. But yeah, they decided Ghost. I got it. I'm actually was impressed by Cynthia Kiss, to be honest with you, because I felt like she embodied the song a little bit better than Stephanie, and I thought Stephanie kind of burned out a little bit towards the end. So I was actually like, well, okay, Cynthia, you actually, that's 2 times you showed your talent and they didn't give you no time for it. I'm not the Brat Pack girl. I think you're the one that's cutting up the most. Either way, after all the trying in the world, and Fifi Dobson crying and letting them know how much she loves them, and y'all are real queens. We fucking love you, Fifi. You come back. You come back, or you go to the regular drag race also down here in the States. We'll take you too, bitch. We live for you. Cynthia Kiss wins. Stephanie Prince loses. The picture did not come up.
And that's how that episode went.
I'm so sorry. Do y'all gotta go now? Because we at the hour marker. I don't make you late.
Oh no, I said 7. It's 6, baby.
Oh. All right, everybody. We'll continue. It's my medicine. Okay, so listen. Dragula season 4, and a lot of you were like, Dolly must not be coming. Guess what, everybody? Ta-da! Dolly's back in the competition. In other words, episode 1 didn't mean anything. Sorry, formaldehyde. Were y'all happy to see Dolly come back?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I love Dolly.
Jamar Yar?
Didn't get to see the episode, but
Matt's face.
Not even gonna lie. It's just like I'm still
jarred by the format.
Dragula.
The format still jars you, Jamar.
It really does. But
we will talk later. No, we won't. But we will. Just not over this. Well, guess what, bitch? Spoiler alert. Here we go. So
spoiler alert.
Go ahead.
I'm like, bitch, I'm talking about it.
Go ahead. By all means.
All right. So everyone's favorite OnlyFans member of the Dragula team is back with Dolly, and I'm sure we'll get a jockstrap soon. So don't fear for the girls who bought one to take home to sniff. I know you did. So let's go. Now, the second, I love this man so much.
Ismael?
Oh, Israel.
Yeah. And I was like, I wish they had a big full shot of just him coming in with that. I'll take the torso though. Either way, they had to drink blood and eat like regular cloves of garlic. Not cooked, nothing done to them. Fresh cloves of garlic. Ooh. Not I, said the pussycat. I wouldn't even have started it. It wouldn't even happen. I'd be like,
I mean, like the fresh garlic would have been fine for me. Like I pledged, so I'd have been all right with that. It'd have been the blood.
wait, when you pledged, they made you eat fresh garlic?
I don't know.
We're
Here
not
she
supposed to
go.
talk about it.
Here she go.
Look at me.
Here
doing it.
she go.
We're not supposed to talk about it. Is this going to be on Fox 26 tomorrow?
Here she go.
Girl. They hold on to their secrets, baby.
My
You
grandma
gonna sue
used to
Insecure
eat.
too, bitch.
My grandma used to eat garlic and onions like they were apples, and I used to be like, "Grandma, I don't know how you do that," but she that was her shit.
My mama could do it too because she's country, and I couldn't. I didn't understand the appeal of onions or garlic. Mama was like, "You can't eat onion? Have a whole red onion." I'm just screaming. I'm just screaming like, "Why?" She's like, "It's really healthy for you," which it is, but I don't care.
Right? Like,
It is disgusting.
Also
So
say
let's
bugs are protein. I'm not just gonna go down on the ground and just start,
Saint looks like, but La Zavaleta had won the challenge after basically avoiding death last week. And of course, this gives them the opportunity to pick partners in the Maxi Challenge on the floor show challenge, where they have to do a Nosferatu beach party. If you do not know who Nosferatu is, you should not be looking at anything Halloween right now. I'm not going to do that, but if you want some lore into the first vampire in a film, there you go. And it was sort of the interpretation of Dracula. And then later we got Bram Stoker's Dracula, which was so much amazing.
Look at Saint's face.
Saint is
Like,
like,
really
I could put so many things in that mouth. I'm just kidding. Saint so hot. But let's continue. The teams were Saint, La Zabaleta, Mary Cherry, and Coco Kane, Sigourney Beaver and Astrid Aurelia, Dolly and Hoso Teratoma. Yes. And then, am I missing anybody?
The Bitter Betty.
Bitter Betty and Jade Jolie. All right, there you go. Jade, blame Bitter for that one. Excuse me. All right, continue. It's not her name anymore. I know. There's some workroom stuff. There are also moments where we know Mary Cherry and Coco Kane are not getting along well. And the Boulay brothers are giving us
Babadook?
Gila.
I still don't know what this is. I'm trying to get it in my head. Like, I'm normally good at this. I don't really know where to go with this one.
That's all I got. Gargoyle meets some.
Somebody was saying,
weirdly,
Xenomorph the other day, but I'm like, no,
That's not Xenomorph.
not in those dresses,
No.
not in that velvet. Crushed velvet, excuse me. I see it now. I don't know.
Metroid
It's spooky,
Prime.
Matty, I guess.
Not Metroid.
Cloister tea, girl. When would Cloister be given this? Okay, hold on. Edwardina Scissorhands. If only they were scissors. Thor's sister. There we go. Hela. There we go.
That's
Hela.
I said Hella, or I said Gila, but like
I don't know who Hela is.
Hella, bitch.
Hela lived down the way. Hela upstairs. I don't know. Oh, hold on. Look at this. Help Maddie. They are not supposed to talk their pledging and about crossing the burn sands when they become brothers. I don't give a fuck. Fight me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's why I also didn't pledge, because baby, I'll tell the world, girl. These motherfuckers did this. There you go. This one I like. Hella meets Maleficent. Okay.
Come on, Das Ichiban.
Okay, where am I at? Samurai Jack. Oh, I like that cartoon. I didn't get the game. Oh, Gigi McGree is the guest judge here, producer and DJ, and everyone's favorite.
I cannot stand her.
I'm so into blood right now.
It's like, girl, go suck a dick. Get off my TV.
I love Vanessa for my my days of High School Musical, but what the fuck?
I was not a High School Musical gay. I did not
I
give
was
a
not.
I did not give a
Why do
damn.
you show up in queer spaces and do this shit every time? I'm very confused, Valley Girl. What's going on here? I don't. So you okay? I love that you love her from that show, Jamar. But I'll be real, she ain't done anything good since then
Nope. And that wasn't good.
at all. Okay, like
No
on
shade.
a
No,
real
sorry,
note.
Jamar.
None taken.
I just hate that she's one of these people who I associate with these shows about just showing up in those spaces because that's the only people paying her time. I just don't want you to see you at DragCon charging $100 for people to see you, like Daniel, what's his name, or from Mean Girls, girl.
I'll see her in like commercials for random movies on Netflix, but there's some that no one has heard of. Like she did some Christmas movie, I think a couple of years ago.
Oh my gosh, she did, and she did 2 of them.
She wasn't it Hallmark Channel 2 or something like that? Like they pay Hallmark pays good. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, she was like
she was a baker.
They were switching lives or something.
It was like a version of the Prince and the Pauper, and so she went and she's a baker, and then she has to go to like some European country to do some baking competition, and she switches places with the princess, who apparently is her. Like,
yeah, that
sounds like something Jennifer Lopez would have done 20 years ago.
Come on,
Made
Made
in
Manhattan.
Yeah.
Monster-in-Law is still a bop. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about that one. Monster-in-Law is still a bop.
Always
okay, Vanessa, I'm done. The Nosferatu beach party is happening. That's how they introduce the looks. That's the best way I could get the looks for us today. The idea is the 1950s beach. Think of like Muscle Beach Party, which is a movie, if you've ever seen it. Think of that. Those movies from back in the day in the 50s, they were always at the beach. There was a whole series of them for some odd reason. And it was always some muscly guy or some wimpy guy and this girl on the beach and everyone's this, that, and the other. It was always some cornball shit like that. But that's what they wanted to do today, so that's what we're going to get. There you go. Saint. I thought this was a nice look. She's going to the beach, almost like she's part of the Addams family, and that's just her bathing suit. I thought this was kind of fire. I get it.
I thought the details are what made this, like the floaties with the bat wings. I thought the details made this really cute.
Yeah, we like it, Saint. Go ahead. Next up is Mary Cherry as
Boo.
a monster from the deep with a desk lamp for the light.
Boo. Boo. Boo.
She couldn't even move in that.
She looks like Silky in this.
What did you say?
In that scratch that she looks like Silky to me.
Oh,
In that
yeah.
scratch.
I'm going to go back just to make sure I'm not losing my grip. Never.
No.
Never.
No.
Jamar.
No.
You're not going to say some shit like that and didn't even see the episode. I'm thinking about Silky right now going, what did that bitch just say? So, listen. There are equations and then there are conversations, and that one did not equate to anything. And
I stand with you, Jamar.
What?
I stand with
What? What is going on in here on this day? Absolutely fucking not.
we have to move on because I can't.
Deserve prison. Prison.
Yeah.
I will never.
I knew it wasn't alone.
All right, La Zabaleta. A lot of these are gonna be some basic looks, y'all, on all T, because it's very much that time in the era. But I thought for the assignment, it was what it was. She also had missing teeth. It was cute. I was here for it. Next up is Sigourney Beaver, giving that classic print. I thought this was fabulous.
I love her.
Me and Dooley talked about her tattoos and how that like kind of adds to her looks just when she shows skin. I am going to bring up how there are certain men on the show who are picking on her specifically, and it's become very consistent at this point to where I think if I get to this third episode and we're still going in on her, I'm going to have a problem. But there is a light sense of misogyny happening with how they talk to and about Sigourney Beaver. And I don't want to be the one to be that guy or look too deeply, but it's starting to become very evident because it's very pointed and it's always from specific people. It's never changed up. So it's like, okay. And maybe Mad Mama's in this competition, but okay. Coco Kane is next. She was a sexy vampire waiting for her man to come find her at the boardwalk so they could eat people and shit. It was pussy. We liked it. We were here for it. It was Rihanna. Her, it's that. We liked it. Moving on, we also got Bitter Betty cosplaying as either Apple Betty or anybody from the Can't Wanna Kiki series. I don't have a lot to say about this.
It was like a Vampire Mars Attacks to me.
That is kind.
It's a wig. That wig is like
I see why you say that.
It's the wig.
Mm-hmm.
It was still bad though.
Yeah, compared to the other looks, it's
no. Ooh, let's hear it. Let's hear it, y'all. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Jamar is the only one on this panel who will become highly successful because he is so respectful, even if he does not like the performers. He keeps it respectful because he may work with them one day.
What?
That's right,
Work.
Jamar. That's right.
Work.
That's right, Jamar. You're going to be the only one.
Work.
I haven't worked with any of those queens.
I don't particularly care for compliments that bring down my friends.
Also,
I see what you tried to do there, though. But I think
everybody over here is pretty fucking successful. So keep that negative energy.
That was so funny. That was so funny. I'm like,
Okay. Just fuck my drags, okay?
and you ain't shit. So what about that? You know what? Actually, I'm going to be respectful to you right now and let you know about your punk ass self. Before you go anywhere. With these two people up here with doctorate degrees, which you don't even have, I'm certain of it, because anybody with any intelligence would have spent time drifting into space with an essay that didn't take down 3 people who are doing just fine, who also support our brother and friend here, Jamari Dufour. My resume speaks for itself, boo. I've been getting up and better and going through things. Dooley can speak for himself and as well as Blake. You're a fool and a punk. And that was cute. But again, you can't touch me. And that was lovely. But go on next time. You're watching me, sis, on my channel with these people here.
That's funny. I'm amused.
I suggest you spend more time working on you, baby, because I would never go to someone's live and then try to give people non-credit. And if you are also Black on top of that with other 4 Black men up here and not being supportive, really, queen, really, that makes it even worse. You can't even support like that, a punk and play. So go on, sis. Back to the story again. You just did. A troll. We're done. Judge, we're done. We're done. Bitter Betty looks a fool. Next.
I'm just an unsuccessful broke bitch, girl. I'm just a
bitch. I'm a bitch, living underneath the
y'all the negative ones. Girl, have several. Like, you are played and tired.
I'm not successful. Okay.
We're not successful. You're embarrassing yourself, queen. All right, let's see here. What an embarrassment as a human being. I told y'all. Come over here again and do it. I'll get you to fucking gather, bitch.
Would you like to see my stock portfolio?
Just for sneezing, girl. You want to try?
Right, bitch. I was like,
how dare you, bitch? And I work with all these queens. You want to go see Roger paint my face? That's available online. You want me to see Jiggly? That's available online. Would you like to go see me interviewing the girls for DragCon? That's available online. Would you like to see Bob and me dancing, girl? That's online. Not work with who?
I don't even know what I do for my day job, girl, but work.
It's just so funny. Like, you come here with no anything and you tried it. Because Jamar's quiet, girl. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Because Jamar ain't even seen the episode, so
it's a review show. You're here to hear our opinions about what's been presented on the show. Like we're just.
Jamar, isn't that a prime example of what they used to do when we would do reviews together?
Oh, that's funny.
All the same.
Yep. Hence the reason why it's girl. And Jamar's not looking at what you said like, oh, thanks, friend. He's looking at you like, wow, you really just came in here and did all of that. You should be poorly. I don't know. He looked ugly just in the crowd. You got a whole picture with
Act the
people.
fool.
I'm just saying, you got a whole picture with just all these people in there, and we can't tell who you are. You want to read.
Act the fool.
All right. Don't be Xavier. Okay, so let's see here. Jade Jolie. I like this because it's classic Barbie. And I like it because with the mask, it's also, it's a good prosthetic. So again, it's a classic look. I give Jade some credit here. I was like, okay, something. So yeah, I like this one.
I wasn't a fan, but I mean, I don't want to say anything that's going to bring the girls down because I don't want to.
I'm not doing calculate. I still feel it in my spirit. I still feel it in my spirit. I'm gonna shut up.
If you want to read this is what this platform's for. See, we have the mics and we have the cameras. Okay, she had to type that to get to somewhere. Our wrist must be hurting because I know it's always bent trying to come for me, bitch. But there you go. Girl, I will find you in the street and read you to your face and pop you if necessary. Don't you ever play with me. All right, so let's continue.
We raggedy broke bitches.
Like really tried us, like really tried us. Like I didn't just spend over $1,000 for shits and giggles on Monday just to get some tests done, bitch. Are you playing? Okay, girl.
Yeah, Mimi girl. Allegedly, we all broke bitches, and Jamar is the only one that's gonna be successful.
Hey Jamar, can't wait till I host the reunion for the Circle Atlanta. Oh wait, I can't be there, girl. I can't. I don't have the money. I don't have all that going for me.
That's funny.
I was paid for the event. They flew me out there. Try it, girl. Next, I have a contract. Don't play with me. Let's go. Speaking of which, shout out to Airtime. Shout out to
I was just gonna say that. See y'all on Thursday on Airtime.
Bitch, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you. She works every day. Girl, bitch, I have a contract that stipulates I'll duly get money, bitch. I literally have second date. That's why I can't give girls time, because I'd be like, what do you mean? But Hoso, Teratoma, this was great, but it honestly is the better Aiden Zane outfit, in my opinion. But she actually like pulled a whole bunch of shit, up and stuff like that. With the outfit, it was really cool by the end of everything here. I love me some Hoso. I hope they don't eliminate her. I really hope they don't. But Dolly was fucking cool. Dolly was so cool.
This was correct to me. This was the assignment. Like, this was the best. It was like, what would a vampire actually wear to the beach? Probably a coat to stay away from the sun as much as possible. Like, and she's giving you Nosferatu teas. Like, it was right.
It was everything we needed. He was the creeper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was JVI. Yeah, just found his way into the chat. Your room smells. Astrid,
who can't host.
Get off my screen. It's giving very bottom who can't host. It was. Okay, Astrid is next, and I hate it.
Head to toe hate it. Like, what beach were you going to with sleeves like this? And like, it didn't make any sense.
The Players Club, not the beach.
Yeah, she's definitely about to make some money before she would go to the beach with this.
This is not the Players Club Atlanta. This is like the Players Club Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Come on, Wyoming. Not Cheyenne. Cheyenne, Wyoming. Work. Olivia Washington, bitch.
Maybe Bismarck or some shit.
Why Cheyenne, Wyoming?
Salt Lake City. Like,
I could see like somewhere in Washington where it's raining all the time because there's clearly like no tan. Like it's always cloud coverage, possibly. Like very that. Fargo, go y'all. No, I'm not even.
Fargo, North Dakota.
Yep.
It's not Atlanta, I can tell you that.
It's not. She's not in Atlanta.
It's fabulous. So this still continued. Someone lost their wig in this process, because it was running away. But yeah, the winner of this week's challenge was Saint. And I was happy with that, but I thought that Dolly kind of gave me a little bit more of what I wanted, but I thought that Saint looked fabulous too, so I was happy Saint won. Now here we go with people yelling at people again in the backstage. Astrud was in the bottom with Bitter Betty. Bitter Betty's having a meltdown. Bitter Betty's having a meltdown about going home, not being able to represent the trans community. I'm doing this for my, as being a woman. You know what I'm talking about, Sigourney? Like, it was very that. But over here, in this section, this bitch is going off. And what do you mean you don't get what I'm talking about? I actually wanted to do a dress. It was going to be a gown at the beach. That wouldn't have made any sense either. Like, it was... What? And then Zavaleta has the audacity to say that Astrud was not being professional and she's being too emotional right now. She's letting her emotions lead and she needs to pull it together so she can get out the challenge. It made me want to vomit because that was last week. You did the same thing for different reasons, but the same thing. I will say though that Astrud with this, I'm having a panic attack, so you can say whatever. It's like, no, people with panic attacks don't just say whatever they want to say out their mouth. Like, there's still some consciousness to that. That sounds like
that's not how a panic attack manifests itself, baby.
And it was like she was bringing in Hoso to it. Zabaleta stepped in, and I was like, "Girl, here we go again." But she was right in this. Like, do not let this affect your mental stability here because she's going off and she's bringing you into it because y'all like each other, and you need to check that shit quick. And I agree with that, but I'm also looking like, girl, you did the same shit last week. I can't do it, but Wait, I want your opinion on Astrud talking over the judges. So do you think that was her being rude or just like so nervous that she can't stop herself from talking at this point? Dooley and Blake, since Jamar is so professional and he will be the most successful of us all. He's just fine staring into the camera.
I didn't know that y'all wanted to hear my broke opinion. Are
you sure? Are you sure?
Unsuccessful idea.
I don't know. I think it was a little bit of both, probably. Like, she was probably a little bit nervous, but also like it felt like she was trying to like justify or provide like further justification for what had happened. It was like, girl, stop talking, please.
I agree with that, and I also think that she's low-key delusional and still high off her first win. Like the fact that even if you put all those girls up together, she said at one point like she thought she should be in the top. It's like, but girl, look at your competition. There's no way you're top three with Hoso there, Sigourney Beaver. Like you don't. It doesn't pass muster. So that's not to say that you're a bad queen. Your first look for Alien was great, but this one you fell short, and that happens to the girls.
I think it was nervousness and wanting to not allow them to take over the interpretation of what she was giving. And then in that, it came out to be a little rude. But also when it happened, I felt that was your coffin right there. Because Mama was mad. Wasn't that the taller one that looked at her like she was crazy? Like, I know this bitch did not just cut me off. Yeah, very that. I look forward to Professional by Shangela featuring It's like, why would you come in here when there's a rant pack on top of host? Like, girl, you're not doing anything.
I do think Sigourney, though, got her together when she was like, no, sweetie. This was our ID. Like, we did this together, and you were there the whole time. You could have said whatever you wanted to say.
That's not as bad as Mary Cherry changing up the entire idea of what they're going to do on the stage right when they get on there when she sees what everyone else is doing and then letting Coco sit behind her, which I still think, Coco, you were stupid for even sitting behind her, allowing that to happen. Like, you could have danced in front of her. She wasn't doing shit. She couldn't even dance in that. It was, and the lights tipping. What did we say she looked like Dooley on the review? You said it was the Pixar lamp mixed with.
I said it was the Kickstar lamp mixed with the anglerfish from Finding Nemo.
So she was the Pixar production. Disney saved her. But also, there was a whole conversation about Mary Cherry prior to judging that I found suspicious from the Boulet brothers, where they were basically saying, she's a legend in New York. She's a legend in New York.
She is
then
not a
told
legend in
her
New York.
about how bad her shit was. And then was like, you can go home. Like, you can go to the back. It's no tea. Like, you're just safe. Huh? I thought that was so weird.
Keep saying that she is not a legend. She is not a legend in New York City.
And then it was like, and then you critiqued Coco, but like Coco's look was light years better than that anglerfish.
The extermination challenge was leeches.
Now they said who gives the best performance, and the way that them titties was framed, it helped with her performance. Like
a breast will do, Dooley. I'm telling you. Like she had the bug in between her titties and was pulling it, and it was like, I was like, come on, y'all. Like it crawled right there, girl. Like, but at the same time, I was like, go on, use them, baby, use them. So Astrud, who after Dolly got in the competition and had a whole conversation about their drag dad and all that kind of shit, is eliminated the same episode that family comes into the competition. Dragula.
Play like pussy, get fucked, bitch. That's what happened.
Blake in these quotes.
I wonder who will be eliminated next. I want to say I'm crossing my fingers for somebody, and I hate to be that person, but ooh.
Mary Cherry should have been gone, baby.
I don't even hate the child. I just, girl, the first outfit. Wow, this outfit. Okay, it hasn't been.
Like, girl,
you know she's fixing to show up in a fucking RE bed sheet next time.
Hot
room
topic.
essential.
Not these girls. I forgot about them. Damn.
I want to not have to talk about this man, but man, you keep on coming for my baby, and this is a problem. But also, here come Frida for some fucking reason to chime in on this. And I know where Frida comes from as far as old school gay thinking. That was J6 just a second ago. You know what I'm saying? Think they know shit backwards as fuck. So we'll continue. Basically, Frida has jumped into this argument by stating that Boosie is not homophobic.
Anything after that is null and void.
Because she knows him, and she said that he just has a problem with Lil Nas X.
By using all the gay slang and using all the and like
and by telling Lil Nas X's father, like, I know you mad your son came out that way, like,
and to kill himself.
And
I actually like Frida, and I was gagged. I was like, nah, Frida, you should have just sit there and ate your food. Like, why would you do that?
Girl, you should have gone and got you some boudin and a po' boy and shut up.
Not boudin.
This
now,
man
Frida,
clearly has an issue with homosexuals, period.
So, not to drop my resume, but since girls need to be put in places, I'll go ahead and do a little bit of that. I was a backup dancer for Baka Radu for a little while. I got to perform at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas from 2011. You can find it on YouTube. There are clips of me throwing that ass like a circle. Okay, bitch? I've shown y'all that stuff. Y'all, all three of y'all have seen that. And if you were lucky enough, you saw it on some other places where I showed it, like on a live on Instagram and all that, right? So I've gotten to be on stage with Frida before dancing, and I've met Frida a few times, passed the blunt back, all that kind of good stuff. I knew Frida back in the, like, again, 10 years ago kind of day, when she was just getting the contract to be on that show. Like, it was all the Sissy Bounce girls, Baka, Katie Red, Sissy Nobi, Frida, all of them were all up in this mixture, and they were doing, we actually did documentary and that kind of stuff, all that, that's great things, right? So Frida, now seeing her defend this situation reminds me of the gays that I grew up with that allow for homophobia to exist as long as they're not being touched. And what happens is they receive it, but they internalize it because they want to be so down so bad and don't want to interrupt the flow, because what if they say something that then drops their bag? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for Frida, who is such an avid person, such a prevalent person in the gay community in terms of showing a feminine Black man being able to be successful as an artist, you have the audacity to speak on behalf of this piece of fucking shit who is a grown man attacking a young man who is just starting his life out, telling him to hurt himself and this, that, and the other, which he has experienced. Listen to the album, suicidal thoughts and attempts, and you have the nerve to back him up. My God, how far are you falling, girl? The food stamps was first, and no one gave a fuck about that because it happens to folks. The drugs didn't happen about that. Then you lied and got caught up with FEMA, bitch. But here we go. You gonna jump in on this one? Frida, come on, girl. Come on. You know
the sunken place is real. The sunken place is real.
It's embarrassing.
Her and Flame Monroe. Her and Flame Monroe. I'd be like, well, how are y'all supporting these people that clearly want to like destroy you? Like, I don't get it.
Come on, 313. Okay.
248.
I was very 248 as well, but
248.
But yeah. Why say anything at all? Why even give your opinion? What?
I don't know what to say. Like it just feels like it's just
why chime
like,
in?
girl, where did you come from? Like,
that man doesn't have enough fans to help your coin out, girl. So why are you helping him? That doesn't help. That this is not like we're talking about someone who like we actually would listen to. Like he's talking about, you should. I'm sorry, she should have been on a Nas X side. I can't. It's just really I don't get it.
She should have. I mean, like we haven't listened to Boosie
like
since
you've been that person too,
2005.
baby. Like I don't care if you can if you fuck trade and all that kind of stuff. And so because these some gays like I'm fucking a straight man. He's not straight, sis. I'm still telling you that now. He's not straight.
We haven't listened to
I
Lil
fucked him and
Boosie.
you fucked him. He's not
since
straight.
Wipe Me Down.
Since Wipe Me Down, which was college.
That was a college. That was a smooth 2006. Shoulders, chest, pants, shoes. 2006.
It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for her.
That's back when Young Jock was doing what's that?
Young Jock.
Yeah. It's in the trap. It's going down.
So I had a good ugly cackle last week during Insecure when they started doing the stanky leg. I was like, not the fucking stanky leg.
I felt so
What point, Von Reeves, did Flame Monroe make that you found to be a valid point in the argument? And I'm waiting for the response. I'm not asking to attack you, but I would love to hear what point they made. I'd love to know it because I'm on Tia's Madison side of that argument and discussion that they had. I'm way on that one. Yeah. I'm gonna stand by Madison, my big dick bitch. I stand by her. You understand what I'm saying?
Monroe is problematic and her argumentation is incoherent and not consistent.
A lot of it just negates from the point that people are making about respecting each other's spaces and pronouns and all those things. And that's where the problem is it takes away from that, where you're saying, well, if I don't want it, then I don't have to do it. And it's like, then how are we going to grow from this? It's almost like you're saying, I don't agree with what you're having to do, so we're just not going to change it.
Mm-hmm. But also the data doesn't support that. Like trans women are like dying, being murdered like in mass regularly because of the rhetoric and the conversations that we have similar to this. So like I don't understand how you could support somebody like Flame Monroe or in this case Big Frida.
Right. No, she doesn't. They do not claim to be a trans woman. Like they don't. That's a whole nother discussion in reference if someone called them a man or woman. And she's like, I wouldn't take offense to that. And I think that we're being too sensitive. It's like, so these other women behind you don't feel that way. Why do we have to stop doing that? Because how you feel, I don't get that. It feels very selfish and very ignorant of not wanting to grow with what's happening with the world. No one's asking you to kill babies. Not a soul on earth is asking that. We're just asking you to say that this baby wants to be called she, her, they, them. Let that be. Oh, she said she does now on Recent on Live? Okay. She was saying that comedy should be uncensored. Okay, let's have that conversation.
So
I mean,
I don't think so. So primarily, so I get it. Like you don't want your art to be like restricted. So I understand that, like that point. But like historically, comedy has been used to make controversial ideas more palatable. So like slave, if you go back to slavery and like Jim Crow, they use humor to propagate racism, and then you saw the depictions of Mammy and Sambo, and that was supposed to be funny, and it was supposed to help justify the cruel treatment, you know, of enslaved people. So like, no,
yeah, no.
Comedy
Just
isn't
no.
censored though, and that's where the issue is. It's what is being presented that is making people say that, because their jokes are directly calling someone an F-A-G-G-O-A, what finish the rest, or knocking down trans women and their experience. See, the problem is that when jokes like that come from people who have not lived the life or a part of the community, have given back to that, and they throw these low blows, and then they say, oh, now you're just trying to take away what comedy is. No. You went for the lowest fruit on the tree. And that's what we're trying to explain to you. You actually could have made a joke that didn't have to tear down that portion of the community, or have to show support for a certain group that basically is targeting trans women and not calling them real women and all that kind of mess. You got to be kidding me. It's about how you play with your words and how you then present it. And I think what's happening here is that we as people have grown a little past the first level of where we were with comedy with the Eddie Murphy Raw days. And now we're into a little bit more of a storytelling spiel, or if they do allude to sexuality or gender, it's done in a more playful way where it's not offensive. And so it is about what they say and how they say it and who it's coming from. That matters. So I don't think it's actually censored. I just think that people didn't want to change the route they were taking in comedy and wanted to use the jokes from 1987 and 1992. It is 2021. That shit don't fly no more. And even old cartoons, it's the same way. Looney Tunes used to have a lot of racist cartoons, as well as Nazi paraphernalia and all that kind of bullshit going through their cartoons. They banned several things. They had women in blackface in cartoons. Tom and Jerry, this and the other. But nowadays, we don't see that shit, because guess what happened, y'all? We've elevated past the point of needing to go there to reach comedy. So I'm getting back to this again with Miss Flame Monroe. She has every right to say that, you know what, I feel it's they're telling us to be uncensored and we can't say what we want to say. You're probably right, girl, but you're also wrong, because you could have gone a little bit deeper in your comedy and made it more intelligent, made it still funny, and not hurt nobody's feelings in the process. That's how I feel about it.
I mean, I think on that note, I mean, like, really what it is you're just intellectually lazy as an artist. And that's like, you don't have the gravitas to come up with something that's actually funny. So you pick on characteristics of other groups that you think are funny. And
I couldn't believe Cat Williams was the one talking the most sense in this, but after many years in jail, I know it helped his ass. So like, how can Cat Williams go to jail and not talk about booty so much? I'm a pimp. No, I can't name Slick back. I'm just saying, like,
pimp down.
It's just, come on. Exactly. Here, you know what, Matthew, this is fun. This is an example of that other person just a minute ago. Free speech versus like hate speech, including comedy. Like, there's a difference. Like, you can't lace shit in gold and go, here you gold. No, bitch, it's still shit. Okay, so yeah. They're a little internalized for me. I'm seeing that now, Farnsworth. I'm a little bit disappointed in them. But again, that's how they feel. I don't have to follow them. I don't have to pay them no more money. That's how I operate. I don't send people messages or letters talking about, I can't believe you stopped doing my show. I can't believe you did the other. I just don't buy nothing no more. I just don't give them time. That's how people go away.
We had this conversation about, with somebody else saying that people are so sensitive now, and people used to be a lot more open with comedy in the 90s. I think the only difference, there wasn't social media. There wasn't a way to hold people like that accountable for the shit they used to talk about. So now it's like, if you don't want to support somebody, let you be able to face those consequences. At the end of the day.
I'm just tired of us being the butt of the joke for straight comedians. And that be the thing. That's the biggest punchline. It gets the biggest laughs because it's an audience of people who really hate us. And that's what he's not getting, is that a lot of that comedy is taken and misinterpreted by others who receive it as a means to hurt others who are different than them. And that was always happening in school. If y'all remember, people would take jokes from comedians, like example, Bernie Mac. When that Kings of Comedy special happened,
can I get some milk and
going to school was the worst thing for me. I had that milk and cookies thing thrown at me so much. I had someone throw a cookie at me at one point. I kid you not. I got bullied consistently because of that comedy special. That's the point that we're trying to make, is that, yeah, it's funny to you, but what are you using that comedy with? And where is it coming from? Some people take that as charges for hate. And that's what we were trying to tell folks, here.
Or again, Men on Film. Men on Film was always referenced a lot.
2 straight men acting stupidly effeminate and doing way too much. And then I come to school the next day and someone's throwing me snaps. And I'm like,
just this video on I don't know if it came from TikTok or what. There's like this black girl who's like, there's truly an attack on heterosexual people. There's heterophobia. It is a real thing. I'm like,
that is not a thing.
That's not a thing. Like, nobody is.
It's not a thing. You can't be the status quo and then be like,
and be mad. Like, what? It's like when white people are like, oh my God, they're attacking white people. Like, girl, like, no.
Are you talking about that we can't be racist? The racist,
the same
black people can be racist too. That conversation.
It's the same energy. But she was like, "There's an attack on the heterosexual people because we can't say and do things and blah blah blah." I'm just like, girl,
how many gay people have killed straight people because they were straight?
The whole reason we have to come out at all is because we had to announce that we're not heterosexual.
That's what they ask you when you get to jail. Are you gay or are you straight? Do you prefer men or women? It's important for us to know, because they literally will label you as a gay in jail, put you in a specific cell so you don't be killed by these straight men that are there, because it's happened. But then the gay cell ain't no better. Ain't no better.
Baby, Gen Pop is real.
Bitch, you gonna either fuck somebody or get fucked up. Tell you that. So like, you either that's gonna be your sis or it's gonna be a problem. I'm telling you. But like, oh, the poor straights. Secure. Yeah, like again, Julio, there are places where that becomes now the thing that they need to know, and they're gonna just directly ask you. You don't have any privacy with that. But again, Omar, you already know what's up. You already know what's up. You already know what's up. That's
not by. That is exactly where I live.
This just feels like a good time to say, fuck Marjorie Taylor Greene. I feel like that should go here.
Ooh. Okay, I hate these faces off the screen. They were killing me. They were killing me. Look, we did this on time.
Especially Boosie's 38-year-old face.
He's 38?
He's 38. He just got his GED. He got his GED in 2013.
I thought that man was in his 50s. Really?
No. 38.
You would think.
I said this last week. I said that last week. He is 38, man.
Mm-hmm.
He looks
just got his GED.
When you on crack and you eat processed food every day and you worry about everybody else's business,
it's not crack.
Like.
That was
it's marijuana, codeine, and MDMA.
Corner store that told me to go fuck myself when I held the door open for her, and I just looked at her, but then I saw her teeth, and I was like, "Oh, don't." It's all right. Once I saw them chompers, I was like, "Ooh, you grind at night, don't you?" Oof. I said, honey, because she bought like 3 packs of cigarettes, and you could tell she literally just based to something. So she's like, I'm about to take my oldest, because she's talking to the store. I'm about to take my oldest to the festival. I was like, I hope y'all make it. But yeah, telling you that.
Boosie
right
look like Wanda from Holiday Heart. Like, this is rough.
That's why you won't be successful, Dooley. So mean. So
nasty and so rude.
I'm so nasty. I'm so rude. I'm a black bitch. I'm broke. I'm never gonna be successful. I guess. Let me go. Let me go get
nobody wants you. Don't nobody need you.
Nobody want me.
It's funny because a conversation that always comes up for me is with being black and being gay. What comes first? And I was like, I said to me, it's literally intertwined into my life. So when you
That's
saying
intersectionality.
yeah, it's like, what are you talking about? I am a Black gay
Who
man.
says there's a first and a second? Are you a male or a female first? Are you black, white? Are you like
Now,
what do we? What's the tier list?
now I will say, for me, I am Black first, but that's just me because that's what you see first when I walk out of the door. Like you don't necessarily know that. I mean, depending on the day, but like I am Black first.
Them holsters you be carrying, sis.
All that booty you be swinging,
I
girl.
clock
sure?
you hitting the corner. Do you hear me? Fine. No, I'm just
Blake's thing be thinking. That thing be thinking, girl. I don't know what you're
Blake
talking
was
about.
throwing I thought my booty was nice and round. I'm just shaped right. This bitch over here is throwing ass. I said, oh, well, good evening, bitch. I need to eat more often. I'm just telling you. I was here for the rump, Fred. I don't ever give booties credit.
The big bubble ass that was in Baby Got Back in the background, that was Blake. Like, thing is thinking.
I'm telling you.
2 years old
and
in
the
the music
top,
video.
it's a gag, kids. The bottom community is thankful for Blake not being a part of it.
I gotta compete with this shit. Just
I'm like, girl, I would move to somewhere they've never seen Blake. Every time we come to the club, oh god damn it. Let me find my date quick before she snaps him.
I'll take your man.
I'll take your man. Who's watching Insecure tonight?
me. I'm excited.
Did you like last week's episode?
It was everything.
I
What do you
almost
think
forgot
about,
somebody said that it happened. Somebody had to bring me a breast. I said, "Why did Issa break up with old boy?" I said, "Oh, the baby."
Yeah, Condola.
Thought about
Canola out here ruining lives.
I was so
Condoleezza.
confused. I was like, "Wait."
I still want Lawrence and Issa to be together, but I know that's not going to be the reality of the situation. But God, that was my favorite part of season 1 was that relationship and how that played out. I cried like a bitch at the end of that
Really?
season. Yes, I cried. That, and I'm also think that the guy who plays Lawrence is.
I'm not Lawrence Hive, but I did appreciate the way that he fucked Tasha. I watched
Jay
that scene
Ellis?
several times.
Baby,
Of course you did.
I was like, yeah. Wait, I was taking final exams. I was like, let me take a little break to watch this episode. I was in the library and I was like, oh,
I was so mad that Issa was upset when that man nutted on her.
what did you think was gonna happen?
I've taken it like a G. Like, what you talking about? Like, ooh.
I mean, she wasn't
It
ready.
happens.
She wasn't
Daniel.
ready.
She was
Who
not
is
ready.
Daniel?
Very bad.
Daniel's in the street.
Bring back Daniel.
I think she'll probably end up with Nathan. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Nathan wasn't he the one that ghosted her and didn't explain why?
And
Well, he
then
came
she
back.
found
He
out he had a
eventually comes
mental
back and,
illness.
like-
Yeah.
Sure.
I think she's gonna end up single.
It was a mental health situation.
Yeah, that she be giving me that
Could be.
Issa will be single by the end of it, and I'm okay with that. And that's the show. Like, there you go. I don't know.
Her and Molly amend.
I think Molly will end up single. I don't know that Issa will end up single. I think Molly will end up single.
I'm
And
so
I really
mad
like
she
the
got rid of
storyline that they're
last
giving for
babe. That was my
Kelly.
favorite. That was my favorite one for her.
Like they're exploring this whole funny girl like trope. Like, yes, Kelly is funny, but like she has feelings and she's having an experience. And I like how they're exploring that with her through. I was shook that first episode. I was like, dang, Kelly, you are going through it. But like,
She was.
they just think
And she
she's
was
the
like,
goofy girl.
I live
She
for
was
her.
like, I'm not just a funny girl. And they're like, haha, you're right. Okay, girl. Let's laugh at you.
Yeah, when she snapped on him, they don't know what to say.
I think the gag is though, like, of all of the people on the show, Kelly got her. She's the one that got her life together the most. She keep a man. She got coin. Issa is Joan.
I don't know about Joan. She's not that bad.
I don't think she
She ain't as
Joan.
bad as Joan.
She's not as bad as
What
you.
did you think of the whole sorority scandal with the AKAs in the show?
Stupid.
It's
It was so stupid. And then I think the
It's,
director came out and was like, I was the one that told her to do it. So if you have any problem with anybody, you have a problem with me. And it was like, she's a fictional character. She's a
Melina Masuka.
Yeah, she didn't
was
even
like-
say
I mean-
do anything offensive. Like she
It can be construed as offensive. Like people are protective over their shields, they're protective over their letters. I mean, so like you should have asked permission. However, girl, it's free publicity. Like it's really not a big deal.
Y'all remember Sorority Sisters, that show?
And my sister is
No.
an AKA, and I already know she wouldn't have been like, girl, what? Why is that happening? Like, I mean, if anything, that would be like, oh my God, they're showing this on a show. You know what I mean? It's not like literally giving you the backstory of everything with this sorority, but you know, it's just showing the beautiful colors of that green and that pink. And it also feels like that would be the person in that group who would be an AKA to me. So I was like, I thought it was on brand, but I also get what Blake is saying. It is a institution. And so,
I just wonder if they had the same energy when A Different World was out. You know, like if any of the organizations that were displayed on A Different World, like if they wrote letters to Bill Cosby or whomever to talk about the same things. I don't know. They may have.
Yeah.
Y'all see how the Cap is acting towards Boosie despite strolling to his music? Them Greeks, LOL.
I forgot about that. I totally forgot. He was just wearing Kappa paraphernalia, and it was like, girl, you in a Kappa? I forgot.
Didn't they gather him together for that? Like, you are not a part of this. Like, please don't do that no more.
Banana, if you want to see my comments about Howard, I tweeted about it last week, and I gave all the tea. Please go to my Twitter, and I just spell it out.
But so that's also different than Tiffany though. Like Boosie is a real person wearing someone else's letters and stuff. Where Tiffany is a character, who like her character went through this process of AKA. Like it would, I mean, it's just very different than somebody wearing someone's letters and shield in real life and someone's letters and shield in a fictional TV show.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't even like the focus of the episode. She made callbacks, references to it, like to the side. It wasn't even like a main thing.
I think they did pair. They must have signed off because they've been AKA since season 1. They
AKA
have mentioned it.
AKA is up in uproar, baby. Their international president is mad.
Yeah, she's talking about some. Please stop talking about it. We're gonna settle this in court. And I was like, but this still feels weird because like they had to get some type of clearance to like even get to that point. So like, I don't particularly understand.
They didn't pay. Lord Jesus. We'll find out later on the next episode of Dragon Ball AKA Z. But yeah, y'all, this is the end of the show here. We did the 2 hours. My head just started to give a little tickle, so that means it's time for me to go. We're lasting longer, bitch. Okay. My unsuccessful ass is going to get to my unsuccessful friend over here, Dooley, and ask him to give us nothing, which he won't because there's always something. Dooley, social medias.
You can find me on Twitter at brokebitch88 __. You can find me on Instagram at don't have no nigga, ain't worth shit. And you can find me on TikTok at big black booty bitch 7.
None of those places apply. His links are in the description. Blake, what are your social media?
You can find me at I'm at Julie Sigwell. I was gonna say, like, but you can find me at unsuccessful light skinned nigga on Twitter.
Bye. I'm done. Nope. I'm done.
Yes, we better be on the same page.
Girl, they don't even know what to start with. Don't even know what to start with.
Yeah, Rowley
I
86.
mentioned Blake's name in Houston a few days ago, and the girls came out all like, "Oh my good, that's your friend." Oh my, don't even do her, girl. Yeah, trust me. I learned about Blake this week. Like, oh bitch, they know you in my city. My God,
They do?
Yes, she had a very good. They were Blake's livable out here. They live for her out here. Go ahead, Blake.
But you can find me on BA Rowley 86 on Twitter, Rowley B on Instagram, or Barf _1, or unsuccessful Negro.
Okay. Thank you. I like the light skin one. I might make that for myself as one of my little handles on Twitter. Jamar, brilliance, impeccable, outstanding.
I cannot.
Desirable. The blessing that is everything in this world. You successful punk. I love you. You tell us where we can find you.
Look at what y'all have done.
Don't bring him into this no more. Don't do
That's why
it.
he's wearing a crown.
I will make him laugh forever over you, bitch. We'll be laughing at you forever.
Look at
And we're going to be doing it forever. Jamar, tell us.
So you can find me on social media at Jamar84. That's JAMAR84, with the exception of TikTok, which is Jamar840. Amen. Make sure you guys are checking out the Circle Atlanta. Make sure you guys are checking out the Assistant 2, and head to lexquisite.com to get your lash kit. Coming out with more products later on.
Fabulous. Let's see where you can find me. Here on TV, on podcast, on airtime. Soon to be theaters. So you know where you can find me on Linktree. You know where you can, of course, catch me here for daily shows. We'll be back to that in full effect as I am getting better in my health. And I appreciate everybody who sent me so much love. I know some people don't understand what love looks like, so I have to sometimes show them and remind them what it is. I want to thank y'all so much for being here. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Look at who this is. We got another one, y'all. Check this out. Check this out.
Oh, girl. This
3.
Halloween is
3.
I mean, TMZ keeps calling him back. So like,
right.
Girl,
I've already
what?
posted those clips. You shouldn't have a problem seeing them. But I know what you tried to do. So thanks again for tuning in, everybody. Again, you can find me on all those wonderful places and spaces for podcasts. I'm partnered with Airtime, under contract with them, at least until I'm ready to go or they're ready to let me go. But you can catch us for shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays with them. See, you may not have been it, but have you been here earlier, you would know why I gave you that energy. So I love you, but I was on TMZ, baby. Those are some of those are available actually on the TMZ.com website. So if y'all wanted to see, check out the dates from when I posted my videos. I was on in June, I was on in September, and I was on this October. And I had to cancel one recently because I wasn't feeling good, but I would see me twice in October. But you might see me again in November. I'm gonna wait until the next little run by when they do it again. But yeah, just TMZ. I got to read Chris Brown on national television. That was fun. And who else was it again? Oh, Scott Disick, but that's easy. That's easy. Threw Lisa Rinna in there too. Either way, I'm paying bills. So that's fine. And they're on time.
I'm not. I ain't got no man. I ain't got
Speaking
no
of
job.
which, got my new iPhone Pro 13 Max.
I can't cook.
Oh.
I'm just taking the space in the world.
You're just broke and ugly.
Po black and ugly. Damn.
And I'm just going to squint like everybody light skin does. All right, so there we go. All right, so thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're done here. Everybody's got their day. Actually, happy Halloween. For those of you who are going out, please be safe. If you got parties, please be safe. Keep your cup in your hand. Ladies, keep your cup in your hand. Don't put that bastard down. Okay? Someone let me know how everybody is the next day when I come back up in here. I love you so much. Puss, listen, and all that good shit. Say bye to my friends. We'll see them again next time. I think Chris is coming back next week. So the tree's coming back to throw no shade for the rest of the cats. I'm going to do this because I can. Cash App, $, MattyRants, MattyRants, PayPal.me. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Listen. Yeah.